Good morning. Happy whatever the heck day this is. Want to hang out with me today? I don't have a lot to do today. I just have a couple little projects. This is everything that I want to do today. I'm going to make sourdough English muffins after breakfast, lay them out, and we're going to make freezer breakfast sandwiches for Matt because he does not have breakfast and he's been bringing in like muffins and fig bars and stuff. So we're going to do those because I also needed to make something with sourdough. I also need more bar soap upstairs. I bought this little contraption to make my own soap. I do have lye in the basement. I'm a little intimidated to do this. I've never made soap before. I'm a bar soap person. I use bar shampoo, bar conditioner, bar soap. I have been buying just Dr. Bronner's bar soap forever, but I wanted to make my own, and you've seen me use her personal care product recipes all the time. I think it's My Oily House. I'll list her recipe or blog that I'm using this from. So I'm gonna do what's called a melt and pour. And I'm basically just gonna melt it and pour it in this mold, and then she recommends some essential oils. And then you're like, Missy, that's like the largest bar of soap ever. You cut it. So I'm gonna fill this up, I think, with the bar soap and then just slice it into little slabs, and that should give me quite a few bars of soap. Hopefully it does not make my skin itchy. Some bars of soap irritate my dry skin, so that would be unfortunate if that's the case, but I'm excited to do that today. And I think we're just gonna hang out. I might go for a walk. It's supposed to be really nice, and then it's gonna rain the next couple days. So I have my cloth diapers going. So Tilly sized out of her diapers right as I ordered her a new crate of diapers. She was in size 3, now she's in size 4. So I was trying to plow through all the size 3. So I had her in disposable diapers for, God, it feels like a month trying to blow through those. And then I couldn't use the size 3 at nap or bedtime because she would leak in them every single time. She's just basically overfilling them. So we're back on cloth diapers. We have no more size 3 diapers in the house. Everything's size 4. So I cleaned those out, and I need to, what's it called? Those need to go on the deck. I also need to do towels, which I like to hang out on the deck to dry. In case you're new, my dryer is weird and it does not dry towels properly. I have had the vents cleaned. Matt's taken apart the dryer. He thinks it's the actual dryer vent makes like a weird curve and is preventing it from drying. So I have to do like bulky things like my sheets and my towels I lay out in the sun to dry, which is not a big deal, because then the sun can sanitize them or whatever. So that's really all I have to do today. We'll see what's going on. It's 7:30 now and my kids are still sleeping. Both of them. So I woke up, took my daily time. I edited a video already. I'm waiting for that to go up. That's my Thrive video from my box a couple weeks ago. I do have a delivery coming today. I ordered the rest of the Easter basket stuff for the kiddos. That will probably post before this because I want to make sure that gets up before Easter. But non-candy Easter basket ideas. I did the same video last year with Paul. Yeah, because did we? Oh, no. Tilly was born for Easter. I don't think I really got her anything for Easter. She was like 2 weeks old. A month old. So I will have that coming. I was just trying to think if that delivery is coming today. It's a very relaxed day. I think for dinner we are just going to do super duper easy hot dogs and tater tots. Super duper easy. So that's what we're doing for dinner. All right, let me just get moving on a couple things. Okay, update. It is now 8:30. Paul is still sleeping. I don't know if we're still recovering from daylight savings. That was like 2 or 3 weeks ago at this point. So who the heck knows? I'm getting all my cast iron set up here. This is kind of my setup I do for English muffins. Sorry, I have you going all over the place here this morning. I have my dough in the mixer. I just have to add a couple more ingredients to it, mix it up, and you have to trust the process with this. I don't think I've done a video on these English muffins. This is not my recipe. This is Farmhouse on Boone. What I like about them is another really great recipe is King Arthur does a lot of really good sourdough recipes. And they talk about taking the dough, spreading it out, cutting the muffins, letting them rise in their nice, cute little shapes. That recipe works really, really well. I just don't like being that fussy all the time, and I'm not feeling like being fussy. So what I do with mine is I use a big cookie scoop, and they're blob shaped. They're all different shapes. They're all different sizes. I don't really care. They taste amazing. We will eat them. So I'm gonna get this going in all three of my cast irons here. See them right there. I got all of them heating up, preheating. Tilly's eating her breakfast. Hopefully I can occupy her while I get this done. I'll just keep giving her berries. The sausage that I took out of the freezer last night is actually still frozen, so that's hanging out in the fridge. I mean, I can assemble these at any time. It doesn't have to be for breakfast. Kids are so ragey. And I think I'm also gonna make another cup of coffee for myself because it's gonna be one of those days. These kids, I swear to God, these kids. And I count you too, Bo. He's begging. Can you see that? See what he does? He sits directly under her. Smart dog. Smart dog. All right, let's get these going because there's only a certain amount of time I can keep her away from my stove and occupied. Okay, so here they are just hanging out on low. Ideally, you have 12 of these, and I am not doing good with portion control. Clearly, I have, how many of this? Oh my God, I only have 9. Is that so funny? Yeah, is that so funny? I don't know why she's laughing. So I have all of these on low. My burners on the stove are absolutely insane. This one works the best. It's the one I use all the time. Hold on. What do you have to say? You're so loud. You just like your blueberries? You think my camera's funny? I don't know why. It's such a nut. Anyway, what I was saying, this burner works pretty well. These ones are just awful. And there's like a connector thing in between these. I have them all kind of on a low setting, but everything cooks on this one. So I kind of just shimmy them over to this burner as they are done. So this basically, again, trust the process. They look very weird now, like blobs. I'm looking for, can you see how it's shiny? I hope that picks it up. They look very wet. They will become very matte and not wet looking, if that makes any sense. And that's when I know it's time to flip, and then I turn them up a little bit. That's when they kind of start looking more like English muffins. And as you can see, they are not circles. I don't really care. I can't remember that saying. Is it the process over perfection? I can't remember what that saying is, but that's pretty much what it is. But these are delicious. I use them for breakfast sandwiches. We make them into burger buns, and if you have lunch meat, they make really good sandwiches. Like I said, I'm making these for freezer meal, breakfast meals, and I'm sure as heck gonna have one because one of these off the stove with butter and strawberry jelly is just the best thing you've ever had, I'm telling you. So let me plow through these, and Paul is still sleeping like I said. This is crazy, it's almost 9 o'clock. So I'm just kind of waiting for him to get up, and I need to get on my second cup of coffee and apparently clean up the mess that Tilly's making on the floor. Okay, so I just have this last pan here, but I feel like, so this is what they look like in the pan when I flip them. I feel like when you flip them back, that's when they get like English muffin vibes, right? So this was the pan that was on this burner that does not work very well. At least I haven't figured out how, like, what number regulates. So they are very blonde. So I'm letting them sit on this big burner here for a second. Like, I don't even want to turn those yet. So, but I'm gonna fix myself one really fast because they're absolutely delicious, even though I already ate breakfast. So this is absolutely fantabulous. Like I said, when it's like completely hot. Paul's awake now, so I'm gonna see if he wants to eat anything. My sausage is still frozen, so I can't really do the next step. So I'm just gonna take a chill break. My coffee is like scalding hot right now. I'm gonna sit on the floor with the kiddos, eat this, and just hang out for a little bit. It's just so good. It's just so good. So good. Like I said, I'll leave the recipe to that in the description box below. So it's almost lunchtime. That's the only way I can get her to calm down. She was like, lift me up, put me down, lift me up, put me down. And then was just getting into all sorts of things. You want to say hi? Who's that? Yeah! I love baby wearing. The one thing I wish I had though is I don't have, like I'm hot now because we're doing stuff, but I don't have like a jacket. I do have a fleece jacket if I front carry, but I don't have anything if I back carry, and I need to look into that. Like maybe just a hoodie, not necessarily a jacket, but it would be nice to kind of strap her on my back like this, put a hoodie on and go for a walk, because it's a heck of a lot easier to carry her like this now than in the front. I can't remember exactly how much she weighs. She's like 20 pounds. I think she's barely 20 pounds. It's easier for me to have her on my back than it is on my front. But it's pretty much 11 o'clock. So I'm gonna take her out of here. I'm gonna start her on her lunch. It takes her a little over an hour to eat lunch. And then we head upstairs and we're gonna do story time and then put her to sleep. And I will be shocked if Paul falls asleep because he got up at like 9 o'clock. That's okay, he'll sit in his room while I feed her, put her down. Sometimes he plays for like a little bit. I don't have any admin stuff to do, like bills or statements or anything, and I'm caught up on my editing. So if he comes downstairs, we'll just hang out. Maybe we'll do some preschool, we haven't done that in a while, and put these sandwiches together and get them ready for the freezer. So that's where we at right now. And it's 11 o'clock, I don't know if I said that. Well, both kiddos are awake. It's about 4 o'clock. I'm not gonna wait to start this wonderful dinner of hot dogs and tater tots till Matt tells me he's on his way home, because that takes 15 minutes and his commute is 15 minutes. So I'm gonna end this video here. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you like videos like this, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Leave me comments below. I love talking to you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.